here in New Zealand. I do apologise, I forgot to put up the reminder on my pages today, on my Instagram and my Facebook. So hopefully you will get a notification. But excited to be here again tonight. Just had a fabulous weekend, a retreat, and learnt some fabulous new things. So I want to share one of the new folds that I learnt tonight. And I want to share with you some of the extravaganza that's coming up soon, by the way, on the in Auckland on the 4th of March. But I meant the celebration. There's some fantastic celebration items in there. And of course, you've only got to the end of February and then you won't be able to purchase anymore. So I am going to share some things with you and coordinate them together and just show you some of the versatility of the items in there. So let's flick over to the desktop and we will get started. So I hope everyone is well and managing to get some crafting time in. Now I've got this little bit of vellum here that you can see because, hi Linda, welcome. The light that shines from the circle light, of course, makes this bright patch on there. Hi Wendy, oh lovely to have you here from Brizzy, Australia. Linda's from Australia too. Okay, so in the celebration, I'm going to be sharing these two papers, some of the two papers. These are the softly stippled papers, and they coordinate really well with the stippled rose bundle in the catalogue. Just gorgeous. And then this is the most adored. This actually combines nicely with the adoring hearts, and I'm using some of this. This one side has gold and the other side has pinks and reds. I'm also going to be using, just make sure I get it right, the stamp set from the Softly Sophisticated. So hi Anne, lovely to have you here. Thank you for popping in. Okay, so let's get started. To start with, we're going to make some of our own designer series paper, so to speak. Now in the catalogue, there is, in the mini catalogue, these paper butterfly accents. You get 7 sheets of these with these butterflies in them. So you get 7 each of each butterfly basically. So good too, you can use them in lots of different ways. So today I'm going to use them like a stencil for this part of the card. Okay, I'll just put that on there, and that can go on there. So just pop it somewhere. You can see I've done a little bit already. You don't have to have it all on the paper, of course. And then just hold it down. Careful when you go around the antennae, of course, because you don't want to rip them. So just sort of do that in that one motion there. Oops. Probably doesn't stick so well on the vellum, the mat. Right. It's a little bit fiddly, but oops, I think I moved that there. And then I've got this one, and I have got this one as well. So let's pop that down. You bought a packet of what? A packet of butterflies? What did you buy a packet of? I'm trying to think. Must be some designer series paper maybe. So you just keep moving that around and doing the same thing all over. Now I've got my little animals here because I do a volunteer day each day at the zoo, and we've got a new baby tiger and we've got a new baby, oh, it's gone right out of my head. See, I'm thinking cards and I can't even think of anything else at the moment. And I'm going to cut this at 2 and 2 1/8. So you get, let me just show you, this like this. Okay, so just finish doing the whole thing over there and then just cut it down to what you need. So the next thing, and I'm going to put measurements for this on my, have the butterflies, and they do, don't they? Oh, that's good. I'm pleased. Oh, the butterflies. Oh, yes. You don't love butterflies, Linda. That's why I would never have guessed it. So this is a piece of Pool Party, and I've scored it at, I just converted that to inches, and I can't remember what it is now, but I'm going to put all the measurements up on my blog, and I'll put the link in the comments. So this has been scored. Hi, Jude. A flamingo. Thank you. I talk about them at the zoo and I just forgot the name. And this is scored, and you've got 2 tiny flaps on the end. So that is going to be the base. And then we have this piece here that's going to go on the top. So we're going to do some little bits on here. First of all, we're going to put a mat on here. Now this, I know many of you that know me know that I'm not that keen on, well, if you don't know me, you're going to know now. Hi, Shani. Thanks so much for coming. Lovely to have you here. I'm not really keen on fancy folds overly much. But one of the ladies, Karen Ross, who was at our little retreat on the weekend, she showed us this one. Oops, got the wrong one there. So this is the gold and pink and red papers. These ones are from the stippled, softly stippled roses. And this one is going to go on the back here. This is a very good fold if you want to highlight your designer series paper, because you are using quite a bit. So I've created little mats on this, the white one. Okay, and they are in Pool Party, and the base of this is Whisper White. I'm going to pop that there. So this is where our stenciled butterflies go. Now I'm going to show you a technique in a minute on how to make another thing that we actually did, but I'm adapting it to this on the weekend. Whoops, put that in the wrong place. I'm going to have to put a white bit on there, of course, because I have to chop that up. I'm supposed to stamp on there. Multitasking and thinking about different things. I'll let that dry for a minute anyway, and then I'll cut one. Okay, so I'm going to take this butterfly and I'm going to grab the Versamark, and I'm just going to cover this all. Well, it doesn't have to be all, because I do want some white on this as well. So just be careful of the antennae. And then I'm going to pop some heat and stick on this. Give it a good covering. Now heat and stick just sort of doesn't need long to turn. It's very, very quick. So I think some people leave it under the heat tool too long, and then it tends to not be so sticky. So as soon as it goes clear, as soon as it's clear, it's ready. I've used this a couple of times lately, my gilded leafing. See, once you remember something and you get using it for a little while, you actually remember to use it even more, so to speak. Okay. So a few butterflies in this one, Linda, sorry. Gonna be butterfly heaven. So I've put it on and I'm just wiping off the excess. Now, it doesn't give a really solid cover, but I wanted it to be gold. I don't want it to be solid, otherwise I could have actually embossed it. I wanted it to be speckled gold, so to speak, which this is. Okay, just get away all the flyaways. Right. This is going to go on here. And put a little bit of glue on here. I'm just going to put a little bit on the body, and I'm not going to do all of the wings, so to speak. Right. And I can get that glue off later with my little rubber. Now, where is my, here it is. I'm just going to add a little bit more, a little bit more blue to this one. I'll probably do it this way, I think. So I'm going to add a bit more Pool Party just down the bottom to make it a little bit darker. See, another butterfly. Just want to really give it a good colouring. Just down the bottom, I don't mind it being lighter in different places up the top, but just to add a bit more depth into that. Just show you. Yes, it's quite, you can do that with so many things actually. The dies, if you cut dies out, and you can use them as a stencil. Right, I'm going to put that there. Right, and this one is going to have, actually no, that's a lie. I've got more glue on there now. I'm going to have to get a piece. This goes on here because I'm going to put this stamp on there. So I'm going to have to cut a bit of white. So the next thing we're using is the Softly Sophisticated. And I have got Soft Sea Foam for that. I'm going to use the shorter of the two. Should have given that a bit of a wipe. You know, the shorter of the two. Now it's two-step stamping, which is fantastic for being able to stamp like the leaves one color and then the flower in another color. And then I'm going to do Pool Party again, but I'm going to stamp it off. I'm going to use that actually, so I'll stamp off on something else. There we go. So you just move it around till you get it in the right place. There you go. It's really nice and soft. Okay. Let's get my trusty trimmer out. So I want it just to make sure I've got the measurements right. Yeah. We all do these things, don't we? Sometimes I seem to think I do it more than I should, but okay. Let's put that back. won't be able to tell. And I am going to stamp in grey granite. And then we're going to put it together. Because it's quite a soft card, I like grey granite. I like using grey granite when it's a softer card. It just has that bit more of a softness to it. Okay, now the next step, let me close some ink pads. This is why I don't mind this fancy fold. It's quite easy. Thank you, Karen Ross. You just lay this flat, okay, and then you're just going to take that up to the edge and up to the edge on this one. But first of all, you're going to actually glue this one, this back piece, when you folded it, into the middle. So a good amount of glue. And then this is going to go in the middle. I'm just going to hold that there for a second. And I might actually run my tape down the middle here. This is my stamp and seal. Okay. Then this goes, no, that's right, you just do it flat. I was thinking, oh, I'm sure I didn't do that before. That's it, so it's just flat like that. So super, super easy. Just flat on there. So you've just got, I've got some gold on there, it's all right, I'll get that off later. So you just lay the base down flat and then you put your white piece on top. Okay, so next I'm just going to trim and I'll show you the one that we did at the retreat. I'm going to trim these bits of the end off neatly. There's our sheep. Okay. Right, so when you fold it now, it's going to go like so, and that is the closed card, and it's going to open out. I just need to finish the front, but this is how it opens out. Whoops. Tape hasn't, I might have to put glue on that. I do like the glue actually, I always think glue is a little bit stronger. Okay, one last thing I'm going to do though, because it closes like so, but I'd quite like a ribbon or something to keep it shut. So I'm going to just run this along the bottom. Oh, thank you, Lisa. Is that just centered onto the back piece? Yes, glued and centered. Yeah, just glued and centered. So I'm just going to run this along the back. And I'm going to use this ribbon. This is satin edged ribbon. I'll make sure I get enough. I want to be able to tie a bow. Probably way too much, but that's me. Love this gold satin ribbon. Okay. And then I'm just going to put some sentiments on there. here. Oh, thank you, Shani. Something a little bit different. Okay, these are called iridescent foil gems. I just love these. I don't know if you've seen them, but they've got little bits of gold foil inside. Just gorgeous. Okay. And, oops, sorry, cleaning of the scissors. And you could do, as I'll show you, I've got one with the toolkit to show you, but you could use anything for this. Obviously, you don't need to. I just wanted to highlight some of the products in the Sale-A-Bration, seeing as it's about to finish. See, way too much ribbon, that's me. Way too much ribbon. I'm not usually that bad. I just need time to measure it out first. Okay. Right. Turn that down. There we go. So that keeps it in place. And I'll just trim that down. A belly band would be perfect too. You could, well, just depends what you have on the front. A belly band would be good if you didn't have anything that might get caught, I suppose. But yes, a belly band would be perfect. Okay, I'll leave that bow quite long. And this was the project that Karen taught us on the weekend. And this is using the tool. I'm not quite sure of what that one is called. The tool something or other. Not tool, is it toolkit? And so this is the one she did with that one. So perfect for a Father's Day card or a birthday even for the dad. And I just thought it was I really liked the fold, and thought it would be a great way to show off the designer series paper from Sale-A-Bration. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you give this fold a go. As I say, I'll put the link to my blog in the comments, and then you can, I'm going to have to put glue on that one, you can check out the measurements on there. So thank you so much for joining me tonight, and I hope you have a wonderful week, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Please do share with anyone that you know really loves butterflies or would like this technique, and leave a comment. Thank you so much, and have a lovely, lovely evening. Bye. Oh, good, Shani. I'm pleased you're going to try it. That's fantastic. Bye.